Hey guys, I hope you're okay. Yeah, I hope you're okay. I hope that you have been doing your classworks. I hope that you have been enjoying the videos because I've been trying to give you some extra videos in every reading video. So you're not only looking at me or listening to my voice, so you're also listening to other people's accent or listening to other people talking. Yesterday we did pages 10 and 11. If I'm not incorrect, yes. Wait, no. Wait, what? Okay, give me a second. So, yeah, for Wednesday, you had pages 10 and 11. Yes. And then for today, we will do 12 and 13. Let's do this. Let's find it. 12, 13. Okay. Just give me a second because I'm looking. Yep, 12 and 13. Oh, no, wait. 14. Yeah, 12 and 13. Okay. So we have in here stomp. Stomp means when you hit the floor with your foot in a very strong way. So we have 12 and 13. Stomp. Stomp. Okay, so let's do this. What kind of everyday objects could you use to make music? Oh my god, you can use everything. Your head, the table, you can use different markers and pencils. You're very creative when it comes to making noises and music. Okay, so let's do this. You might have oh wait, sorry. So we're doing page number 12. So go to your book and do 12 with me, okay? And have your notebook ready if you need it, or your photocopy if you're gonna use your photocopy. What kind of everyday music could you use to make music? You might have used pencils to tap rhythm on your desk. Or notice that the ringing sound of basketballs was almost like the beat of a song. But did you know that these sounds could be taken seriously as music and even performed on stage? I didn't know that. The dance and percussion group Stomp has taken everyday objects and turned them into instruments. The performers strap oil drums to their feet and smash trash cans to lead together. They smash trash can lids. This creates an exciting rhythmic music and dance that is a hit all over the world. Stomp was formed by British musicians Luke Creswell and Steve McNicholas. They met in the early 1980s when they were both working as buskers, the British term for street performers. So they were playing music on the streets. Busking has a long tradition in England and is still a popular way for musicians and actors to share their talents. The performers have to be extra creative and enticing to be able to capture the attention of people who are walking by. Creswell and McNicholas were part of a busking group called Pokisnackenvarger that became very popular throughout Britain. Eventually, they even had their own television show. Can you imagine a television show with that name? Creswell was a drummer for the group because they performed on the street. He could not set up a traditional drum. Instead, he wore one drum that hung around his shoulders to be able to make a variety of sounds. Creswell began beating on objects like lampposts and trash cans. So he would have the drum in his back and he would be hitting things with his body. Creswell began beating on objects like lampposts and trash cans that were available wherever the group performed. This creative drumming formed the idea for Stomp. Stomp made its debut at London's Bloomsbury Theatre in 1991. Wow, they were going to be on theatre. The performers used a one-of-a-kind instruments such as brooms to clean the floor, empty water jugs, basketballs, and matchboxes to bang on rhythms. Wearing overalls and t-shirts, they danced around on a stage made to look like a closed warehouse. Stomp was an instant success. Everybody wanted to hear that music, winning many theater awards and drawing huge crowds. In 1994, Stomp came to the United States and played at the Orpheum Theater in New York City. 2 decades later, it is still playing there. They honor its 10-year anniversary. Can you imagine? They were so good and famous in Britain, in the Britain area, that they were invited to the United States, and they are still playing music with different kind of instruments, different objects that are not regular musical instruments. To honor its 10-year anniversary, New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg renamed the street outside the theater Stomp Avenue. Stomp has now toured all over the United States and most of the world. One reason Stomp is so popular is that anyone can enjoy it. There are no words or story. People from all cultures can understand it regardless of the language they speak. So it's very beautiful because they don't sing in specific languages. They just make sounds, different beautiful sounds that sound rhythmic and that they sound very attractive to people. Let's go to the activity in page 13. One by one, okay, ready? Write T before the sentences that are true and F before the sentences that are false. 1. The performers in Stomp use common objects and turn them into instruments. Is that true or false? True if it's T if it's true, and F if it's false. 2. Luke Creswell, one of the founders of Stomp, played the trumpet. If we go back to the story, we see in there that it says, it says, paragraph number 3. Stomp was formed by British musicians Luke Creswell and Steve McNicholas. They met in the early 1980s when they were both working as buskers. Paragraph number 4. Creswell was a drummer for the group. He played the drum. The drum. That's a drum. But the sentence number 2 says, Luke Creswell, one of the founders at Stomp, played the trumpet. So is that true or false? Number 3. There is a street called Stomp Avenue in New York City. So, as you can see in the picture of number 12, you can see that the street says Stomp Avenue. So number 3 will be, you should write it, T or F. Number 4, Stomp's first performance was at London's Bloomsbury Theatre. And if we go back to the reading, we will see that in paragraph paragraph number 5 says, Stomp made its debut at London's Bloomsbury Theatre in 1991. London's Bloomsbury Theatre. And in there we have Stomp's first performance was at London's Bloomsbury Theatre. So I guess that's true. Number 5. Stomp was formed by 2 Latin American musicians. These people are from the United Kingdom, so they are not British. Number 6. In Britain, what does the word busker mean? So if we want to know what busker mean, we go to paragraph number 3 and we go, Stomp was formed by British musicians Luke Creswell and Steve McNicholas. They met in the early 1980s when they were both working as buskers, the British term for street performers. Busking, so listen, they were both working as buskers, the British term for street performer. That means that they play music on the street. So if we go from paragraph number 3 to the question, it says, in Britain, what does the word busker mean? So we're going to write in there in complete sentences. Busker mean street performer. Number 7. Why couldn't Luke Creswell use a traditional drum set when he was performing? Let's go back. In paragraph number 4 it says, Creswell was a drummer for the group. Because they performed in the street, he could not use a traditional drum because they were playing music on the street. So in 7 we are going to answer, Luke Creswell couldn't use a traditional drum because they were performing on the street. That could be the answer for that. Later we have number 8. Which word does best describe the founders of Stomp? Let's check them. Caring. Were they very full of love? I don't think so. Talented. Creative. Shy? No, because shy people is people that is afraid to be seen. Sneaky? No, they were not sneaky. They were very proud. Imaginative? Probably. Give 3 examples of objects that Stomp performers might use as instruments. So if you go back to their story and you read the complete story, find 3 things that they use. I'm going to give you one. Trash can lids. They would use trash can lids to make noises. And then you have to find the other 2. And last but not least, why does Stomp appeal to people worldwide? At the end of the story says that they go to every country and every city in the world and everybody loves them because they are understood. There's not a language barrier. Nobody says, oh, I don't speak English. That's what I don't understand Stomp, because they don't make sounds. They don't make words with their music. They only make sounds. They make the rhythm. You don't need to understand any language to make some music with anything that you have on hand. You only have to listen. So the last word, the last answer would be Stomp appeals to people worldwide because they only make music. Because they only make music. They don't make words. They only make sounds. Okay. So I gave you every one of the answers basically. Go back to the story if you need it to complete the answers, and if not, you have 28 minutes of free time, or maybe you can use it to complete the sentences, to answer them complete. And if not, if you don't have the photocopy, well, then you are gonna have 28 minutes to copy all of that in your notebook so you can send it on next Friday, so you don't have a problem with that. So I hope that you're okay. I hope that you have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. See you guys.